How are we? How are we, guys? How is the sound? How is the sound? How are we? How are we, guys? How is the sound? How is the sound? Just giving everyone a moment to check in here. Let's give everybody a moment. Just giving everyone a moment to check in here. Let's give everybody a moment. As you are coming in, please feel free to hit that subscribe button if you like this live, if you like the information that's about to be presented. As you are coming in, please feel free to hit that subscribe button if you like this live, if you like the information that's about to be presented. All right. Oh, let me move a little bit to the side. Make sure that you guys can see me front and center. Make sure y'all can see me front and center, huh? I hope your Sunday is going right, guys. So I wanted to do this live, and one of the concepts that I'm thinking about is whenever I see a video that you guys really like throughout the week, I will try to throw a live down, so we can have an added discussion about it, kind of work around some things. So, you guys really seem to like these radio scanners and things of that nature. So let's talk about some of these radio scanners. Let's talk about some of these radio scanners. All right. Just gonna push this screen to the side. All right, guys, so the first one that we're going to talk about is the Xiegu 6200. Now, there's a Xiegu 6100, but, I believe the 6200 is the later model, okay? So we're going to just talk about it a little bit. So in a nutshell, this is kind of like how it looks, right? It's pretty interesting looking. And also drop in the chat, guys, if you feel like the Xiegu 6200 is the best radio scanner out there. Okay. So it's new and compact. It's new and compact. It's larger, around the corners rather than the 6100. It has an FT8 mode decoding capability. It has a noise reduction functionality. It has Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connectivity. So it does have some things here, guys. Hold on. it does have some things here, guys, that's really interesting. However, the question is, what would be the best use of the Xiegu 6200? I guess that's the best thing. What would be the best use for it? So, the internal battery charges slowly, and obviously it's easy to understand that the 6200 is more expensive than the X6100, obviously, right? The user face, it looks good. It looks good and it looks simple. I'm not sure if it's touchscreen though. That screen looks like it might be touchscreen. That screen looks like it might be touchscreen. There is also a built-in antenna. Supposedly, they say it's effective, but I mean, who knows, right? It has, a automatic antenna tuner. That's what people are saying is a positive feature. The ATU is described as efficient. Let's look at the antenna. Yeah. Oh, you can get it on Amazon. Okay. I see you, Amazon. I see you, Amazon. So the best uses for the Xiegu 6200, it's basically a portable radio, right? And hold on. There is something called a POTA, POTA, also known as Parks on the Air activations. So its compact size, internal battery, and built-in ATU, makes it appropriate for outdoor use. There's the SOTA, SOTA, the Summits on the Air, and because of its lightweight design, it's lighter than the X6100 because it's made out of plastic. You can take it for hiking and going onto summits. And then there's field day operations, right? Because of its all-in-one design with the internal power, setting up is fast and easy. Okay, so you can also use it for home station use, right? You can also use it for home station use. There's the all mode operation. Okay, it supports SSB, AM, FM, CW, and digital modes. Now there's a power output. It's limited to 8W on the external, power, and then 5W on the internal power battery. Okay, it might be a drawback. That might be a drawback because there are some options that offer more. Because the X6100 rather, it has the 10W battery. So I'm not sure why the manufacturers or whoever, I'm not sure why they didn't take that into consideration when building this battery. I'm not sure why. It does have a software-defined radio, also known as SDR architecture, right? That means it offers, various options, right? It's flexible, and when it comes to firmware updates, but because of its flexibility and its variousness, if that's a word, you might be susceptible more and more to bugs, or when it comes to adding features. So that's one of the things that you have to take into account. Let's look at if there's any news in regards to the Xiegu 6200. Look at if there's any news. Hold on, let's see. Let's see what's happening in the land of the X6200. We gotta know what tools is out there, guys. Oh, looks like there's no news. That means it's irrelevant. However, we do have something here. Hold on, we do have something here, guys. It's from last year, but hey, it's what we got, and it's probably more in line with the 6100. It's probably in line with the 6100. So we have this article, and shout out to Brian C. He talked about break free from proprietary digital radio. Okay, so let's see what this article. So this says digital modes are all in rage these days in amateur radio. Hams are using protocols like WSPR to check propagation patterns. Now, he says for anyone, and I'm over here, I'm just reading quickly here. For anyone who has been frustrated that there's no real universal standard for digital voice in VHF and above, M17 could be a game changer. And when he says M17, that's the M17 standard. There's plenty of hardware out there. The most hams probably already have, including a number of TNC devices, etc. So there's some thoughts in regards to here. We have one person that puts, while I appreciate the technology, to my ears the digital voice is less intelligible than standard FM or SSB with a bit of noise. This person put, I believe digital wins when it comes to signal to noise ratio. Also, digital can transfer well digital information such as data and when the QSO, your call name, call group, etc. So that's what some people are saying in regards to proprietary digital radio. I don't know how you guys feel about that though. I don't know how you I don't know how you guys feel about that. I mean, that's the Xiegu, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Look, I might say this: if there's not that many news stories for the Xiegu 6200, I don't know if it's relevant like that. People aren't talking about it. People aren't talking about it, guys. If people aren't talking about it, I don't know. If people aren't talking about it, I don't know, guys. This might not be the play. But let's look at this. Let's look at this article here. Let's look at this article here. The Xiegu trial by flare, answering your questions and sharing field notes. So this is what someone had to say in regards to that. So let's see what the field notes is talking about here. And this is as of May 31st this year. So this is a newer article compared to the other ones. So just learned that the prototype unit I used for this activation has been superseded by production model Xiegu 6200, which is why I did the 6200 rather than the 6100, which you guys were looking at. I removed the mention of some specific bugs until I have the opportunity to evaluate the production run unit. I'll be receiving a production model loaner in the coming weeks, and I'll update the posts. Share the video demonstrating updated radio. Stay tuned. That seems to be a very complex looking I'm referring to this, guys. This looks kind of complex looking. I don't know what's going on here, but this this looks very So, in short, my buddy Vince summed it up in a text he sent stating that I sure picked an interesting time to get on the air receiving this image from Vince while calling CQ POTA, right? For the first, for the 100th time showing the results. Now, remember what we said POTA was, guys. Remember what we said POTA was. Does anybody remember what I said POTA was? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. What did I say POTA was, guys? Huh? I said it was Parks on the Air. Parks on the Air. It was a radio blackout. In the end, I did log 11 stations, one on 30 meter teeter, 1 on 30 meters, 10 on 20 meters, and it's all with CW. Here's some notes here. This looks complex, guys. He said, eventually I did plug in an external battery and run the X6200 as its full 8 watts of power in SSB mode, but there were no takers on 20 meters. The bands were so dead I didn't even receive reports from some of you that the FT8 portions of the band had little to no activity. So these are the kinds of things. Is this how you guys would use it? This person says, I did manage to hunt some other park activators successfully. So even though the interface might look like a lot, and it might look complex, I really believe, based off of the setup that this guy has here, that it's a rather more simple setup compared to the others. I would say that. I would say that. However, so we have ALFPL. So ALFPL, thank you for dropping whatever you did in the chat. So it's a radio scanner, right? X62 is a radio scanner. It's a transceiver, right? And you can use it for various things. It's a transceiver that can be used for various things. You can use it outdoors, which this guy is using. You can use it indoors, right? And you can use it, it's very quick and easy reportedly compared to the others to work with. Hopefully I answered your question, ALFPL. Did I answer your question, ALFPL? Let me know let me know if I did that. Hopefully I answered who did I captain this game week? What do you mean by that, ALFPL? What do you mean by that? Who did I captain this week? I'm not sure what you mean. I do not. Who did you captain this game week in FPL? I don't know, ALFPL. You're kind of losing me here. I don't. Fantasy Premier League. Fantasy Premier League. ALFPL. Oh, thank you for subscribing, ALFPL. I appreciate you subscribing. So it's basically a high frequency radio scanner, right? You can use high frequency radio scanners for various things. If you want to tune into something while being remote or indoors, it gives you the ability to you know, read frequencies and things of that nature. I'm not in Fantasy Premier League, but I'm a Dolphins fan. If that answers your question, okay? Tua or whoever, that's who I, you know, Tyreek Hill. That answers your question, hopefully. Hopefully that answers your question. Hopefully that answers your question. So, well, I really appreciate ALFPL logging in. I really appreciate you tuning in, ALFPL, and the others on the chat. So it's basically a, you know, it serves many purposes depending on what you use it, but it's basically a high frequency radio scanner. So here are some field notes. According to this person, they said it feels like a quality radio. The removable battery seats itself securely. All of the ports and seals feel well designed. There's a removable battery. However, I still think that because of the 10W and the 6100 is probably better than the X6200. Features wise, the X62 is probably better, but battery wise and energy wise, the X61 is probably better. There's a blacklit screen. Nah, I'm not really too. I mean, obviously, I mean, I guess you have to like it, but you know, I think I'm probably more features focused. You know, but like I said here, the power levels, right? The X62 cannot produce like the X61 in regards to power levels, and I think power levels is probably the one of the, you know, probably the most important thing because of that, I would say. Moving on to the next one, guys. One of the things that I noticed is there's a company by the name of Uniden, and it appears that they have multiple types of radio scanners, different models that, you know, hit the list. They have multiple models that hit the list. So let's look at it, right? We have Uniden. There are maybe four you know, models of Uniden, but I've seen that they have it. So we have Uniden BC125AT, right? Uniden BC125AT. So let's talk about it a little bit. So this one is like more of a walkie-talkie, like it looks like, rather than the other one that looks more like, you know, more computer-like. This is more walkie. However, it has 500 alpha tag channels organized into 10 banks. That's interesting, right? It has 500 alpha tag channels organized in 10 banks of 50 channels each, right? So it's among the most popular handheld scanners. Okay, so from a civilian standpoint, this is good, right? You can with this kind of device, and we can see here, there's various perspectives of it. However, it looks kind of, I'm not gonna lie, it looks kind of dated, right? This doesn't scream 2024, but I guess it gets the job done, right? So this radio scanner, it allows people who purchase it to listen to multiple bands like military, aviation, marine, civilian, railroad, and non-digital police, fire, public safety frequencies. So non-digital police, right? So we don't want to think like hackers, okay? We don't want to think like hackers. But if I was to make an assumption, ALFPL, these are the kinds of things that Spider-Man used, you know, when he wanted to know what was going on, you know, with the police, not necessarily police, but what was going on with the city, right? You know, these are the kinds of things that these things do. So again, users, you know, they can listen to, and look, that's a lot of options: civilian, military, aviation, marine, railroad, non-digital police, fire, public safety frequencies. I'm not mad at that at all. So some of the features about this device, and we can see here, oh, it looks like it can connect to your car too. It has a car port. Okay. There's a USB port. There's weather, decimal, and hopefully you guys can see that. Make that bigger. There's a lockout key lock, power backlight scan, hold close. So there is a close call RF capture technology that instantly tunes to nearby transmitters. It's PC programmable. You know, it has an easy setup and it's easily customizable. There is weather alerts, weather channels. As you can see, it's kind of very small here, but it appears that the weather is the 3 button. Is the 3 button here. There's a do not disturb mode to prevent interruptions during transmissions. That's key. That's probably key, right? And it's because it's a walkie-talkie looking kind of thing. It is lightweight in design. Now, this may be a better option because when we look at it, guys, let's look at it from this perspective, right? All it needs is 2 AA batteries, and you know, and it can be recharged. I'm not sure if the X62 has that capability, but it needs 2 AA batteries, and it can be recharged, right? It's 2.17 inches by 4.33 inches by 7.28 inches. So that's, you know, oh, here's the key though. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this matters to you guys or not. I'm not sure if this matters to you guys or not. It is not water resistant though. Do you guys think that that matters? Yes. Oh, hold on, guys. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, guys. We back. We're back. Don't even worry about it, guys. We back. We good. We're so good. Yeah, Spider-Man is cool. We all love Spider-Man, but I only brought that up. ALF PL is you know, the reason why I brought that up in the first place, guys, was because, you know, Spider-Man and I believe Batman to a certain degree, like all those kind of New York City police heroes and, you know, Superman, whatever, right? Those New York kind of based superheroes, they have those scanners, those radio frequencies that pick up transmissions from other places so that they understand what's going on with the city. So, in regards to a price point kind of thing, it's $119 reportedly on Amazon. It's $164 on Walmart, and the Bearcat warehouse also carries this model. So there are, one of the things that again, this is from a cybersecurity perspective. One of the things that I like about this one that probably doesn't compare to the X62 is that Uniden, and that's, you know, hey guys, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I think I like Uniden already more than the X6200. Why? Because of what I'm about to say right here. I think I like it more than the X6200 because right here, right? And here's why. The Uniden periodically, this is very important, guys. We are a cybersecurity tech channel. Cybersecurity is what we do. This is a priority. Now, this is what shoots this to the top over the X6200 for me because of this right here. Here's what I'm about to say. The Uniden, right, being the maker of all of the devices, and you can see in the tabs up top, there's about 4 Uniden models, whatever. But here's the key, guys. Uniden periodically releases firmware updates to improve functionality and bug fixes. Need I say more? Need I say more? From a security perspective, Uniden just shut up the roof. Uniden just shut up the roof. Uniden, and why do I keep saying Uniden? Uniden periodically releases firmware updates to improve functionality and fix bugs. The latest version of May 2022 is 1.06.06. Users can download and install these updates to keep their scanner current. I don't know, guys. I think we already have a winner here. I don't know. Yes, it just looks like a plain walkie-talkie, but this is what's going to get me. So, talk around the town is it offers a good balance of features and affordability for those interested in scanning radio frequencies, right? And multiple, not just one. You can scan various radio frequencies, rail fans, and monitoring public safety communications, right? Those back to those superheroes and radio frequencies. However, ALFPL and all the others in the chat, how do you think, what are other things that, how can a hacker exploit a radio scanner or a transmitter to carry out a cyber attack? Like what would a hacker use this for? I'm curious. What do you think a hacker would use this for? I'm curious to know what you guys think. We now, we're going to move forward to the next one. We have the Uniden SDS100. We have the Uniden SDS100. So let's look at some images here. Oh, wait. This one says police scanner. Wow. This one says police scanner, guys. Digital police scanner. So we kind of know what this is kind of geared to. We already know what this is kind of geared to. So in regards to the features of the SDS100, let's look down here. This looks like a more sophisticated walkie-talkie. See? They got the police, the Fort Worth. Look, it's literally various police scanners here. Wow. Let's look at this. Let's look at this vantage point. See if we can make that bigger. Can we make that bigger? Can we make that bigger? Let me see. I'm trying to. This one is $700 though. It's kind of difficult to see. It's kind of difficult to see that, but this is really geared to police tracker. Wow. Okay, so somebody hooked it up to their car. there's a cup holder for it. There's a cup holder for it. So the key features of the Uniden SDS100 is there's a true IQ receiver, and what that does is it provides a superior digital performance in challenging RF environments and improves reception of simulcast systems. There's the trunk Tracker X technology that scans APCO 25 phase 1 and 2, X2, TDMA, Motorola, EDACS, and LTR trunked systems, as well as conventional analog and P25 digital channels. Oh, they even got it on Etsy, guys. There's a customizable color display. There's a 3.5-inch color display that can be customized in terms of colors and information software. But I get that's what brings it here. This person is really they want all the colors. They want all the colors, guys. Okay. It allows for location-based scanning, right? It allows, setting location by zip code for GPS coordinates for instant reception. There is the Home Patrol database, right? It includes database of all known radio systems in the US and Canada, updatable via Sentinel software. It is weather resistant. That is a plus rather than the Bearcat, right? That is a plus, guys. That is a plus. So this is weather resistant. It meets GIS 4/IP X4 standards for water resistance. So we're not mad at that, guys. So some of the key features of this, there's a built-in battery charger via USB. There is a built-in battery charger via USB. There's GPS compatibility for automatic system selection when traveling. There's close call RF capture technology. There is NOAA weather alerts, PC programming capability, and auto recording and playback. So that is what sets it back from the previous model, right? So even though this is produced also by Uniden, that PC programmability, right, and the auto recording and playback is probably one of the things that's really sets it apart. Yeah. The price, it's 600. I mean, it's $700 roughly, right? There are paid upgrades. That's probably another bonus to this that separates it from the last one. There's DMR, NXDN, and the Pro Voice. So this is supposedly highly regarded for its performance, right? Especially from a simulcast and weak signal environment perspective. It's considered one of the most advanced handheld scanners available, right? And I like this because now look, I still like the last one, guys, because of those firmware updates. Remember, I like the other one, but this one seems to be like you can put it on a shelf on your corner. This one's look like it's very accessible from various perspectives. This one is like color all over the place. I don't know why the screen is so small. This one got 0 reviews on this site. But hey, I guess if you want to research police and all that, this is the place to go. We have some Unidens, but let's break from Uniden for a little bit. We have the Whistler WS1040. We have the Whistler WX1040. Now this looks like a brick. This looks like a brick. This looks like a brick, guys. There's some cool color here, though. I don't know. I don't know why I'm just I just love like LED lights. I don't know why, chat. I don't know why. I don't know why. I just look at something that has an LED button and I go, ooh. So this is the Whistler WS1040. The frequency range is 25 megahertz to 1.3 gigahertz. There's a memory capacity. It stores up to 1,800 frequencies. There's a backlight, or when it comes to the display, right? There's a backlit liquid crystal display. So you can read it in low light. There's police, EMS, and fire department communications. It has ham and CB radio, aircraft and marine channels. Okay, so it doesn't have the ones like the other ones. Okay, now it supports multi-system trunking. It allows it to scan multiple trunked radio systems like Motorola, EDACS, LTR, and P25 networks. Now there is a spectrum sweeper. It searches for nearby frequency transmissions and automatically jumps to found transmissions. It looks like this one pulls in AA batteries or AAA. It's an object-oriented user interface, right? It provides common data entry and control methods for all scannable objects. There is some programmability here, but Okay, so we see some alpha keys here. There's an alert LED, right? It has a programmer multicolor LED for visual notifications. There's audible alarms. It can be configured to sound when certain objects are active. There's the digital AGC. It compensates for low audio levels common on digital systems. There's a key lock, that prevents accidental changes to the programming, right? The WS1040 typically comes with an AC adapter, flexible antenna with BNC connector, alkaline and NIMH battery holders, and USB programming cable. So this is reportedly a handheld phase 1 digital police scanner radio on the market. So it's, if you're a radio enthusiast and you want to monitor various public service communications, you can do that. This one gives you the ability to do that. Comes with a pouch here in this scenario. However, for some reason, this just feels heavier than the last one. This just feels heavier than the last one to me for some reason. This one feels heavier than the last one to me for some reason. All right, so moving on, we have the Uniden BCD536HP. We have the Uniden BCD536HP. Now this one here, tell me how you really feel. This one looks like, this one is a police scanner. It tells us here, boom. The folks at Uniden, they really want to know what the police is doing, huh? And the people who buy it, they really want to know what the police is doing. So the Uniden BD536HP, it's more on the high end, right, way of things. It's a digital police scanner with several advanced features, right? There is the home patrol programming, making it extremely easy to program and use. You can put your zip code in and it will automatically start scanning relevant local frequencies, right? There is Wi-Fi connectivity. It allows remote control and listening via smartphone/tablet using the Uniden Siren app, but you better have some kind of encryption standard on that app. Wi-Fi is involved, MFA, encryption, you name it, put it in. It also has the Trunk Tracker V technology. It can follow communications and listen via smartphone/tablet using the Uniden Syrian app. There's extensive coverage. It scans for public safety, police, fire, EMS, aircraft, military, weather, and other radio systems in the U.S. and Canada. So that is interesting. That is what separates this, right? It has way more extensive coverage rather than the other ones because you have USA and Canada. However, this one, because we did, we had the police, we had the fire station, but this one does EMS. So that's, and aircraft, okay? So again, you can set scanning locations by zip code or GPS coordinates. However, I'm not sure if this is as portable friendly as the other ones, right? Because there are some physical specifications. You need an antenna connector, the type BNC. There's the display. There's a backlit display and keypad. There's mounting dyne E and ISO vehicle mounting with optional accessories. There's connectivity. You can use USB port for PC connection and serial GPS input. When it comes to advanced capabilities, there's the close call RF capture that automatically detects and tunes to nearby transmissions. There is the same, hold on. There is the same S.A.M.E. weather alert that provides specific built-in, area weather and emergency alerts. So, safety first, guys. That's pretty good. Let me take that back. It looks like because of this thing here that you can just put it anywhere. It looks like you can just put this thing anywhere. There's flexible scanning. You can scan from the built-in radio reference database and or the user created favorites list. So the BCD536HP is, among Uniden's flagship models / desktop scanners. It has many firsts for the scanner market, including, again, the Wi-Fi connectivity and the EDACS Pro Voice capability, and it is designed for ease of use while offering powerful features for scanner enthusiasts and professionals. So, we can't be mad at that, right, guys? We can't be mad at that. We can't be mad at that, right, guys? We can't be mad at that. So the last one we're going to talk about here, guys, is the BC365CRS. Right? This one looks like a straight up calculator. Like Chad, I'm not playing with you. We're not doing this. We're not doing this, Chad. This one looks like a straight up calculator. Like we're not doing this, Chad. I'm not doing this with you guys today. Not today. This one looks like a straight up This one looks like a straight up calculator. We're not doing this today, guys. Or a soundboard. Or a soundboard. So here are some of the specs. It has 500 channels organized into 10 banks. There's a scanning speed of 90 channels per second. That's good. There's frequency range from 25 to 54 megahertz, 88 to 107.9 megahertz. That's the FM radio. It has 108 to 174 megahertz, 225 to 380 megahertz, 406 to 512 megahertz. The main features this thing has, it's scanner functionality. It monitors analog public safety channels, marine bands, amateur radio, and aircraft communications, much more. Obviously similar to the other ones because this is still a Uniden one. There's weather alert. It receives NOAA weather transmissions and alerts. There's an integrated AM/FM radio. There is an alarm clock. For you guys that are There's service searches. It allows easy scanning on common brands like police, fire, EMS, aircraft, amateur radio, and marine radio traffic. There's a display. It features a backlight LCD display for easy reading. Now, there are some additional capabilities for this. Let's look at overall how it looks. Man, this looks like a straight up calculator, guys. So there is priority channel scanning every 2 seconds. There's direct and frequency lockout to skip unwanted channels. There's duplicate channel alert. There's battery backup that requires 3 AA batteries that are not included. It's compatible with optional 32 OHM stereo headset or your phone for private listening. So that's what this thing has. So the BC365CRS is designed more for internal, like home and office. It's suitable for monitoring local public safety, weather, and emergency broadcasts. You should note this, however, that this scanner is configured to prevent tuning into FCC restricted frequencies like cellular telephone calls. Okay? Keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. I wonder what this picture implies. Does this picture implies that the person the person had it in their car, or I don't know what that picture implies. So obviously there's something about a hurricane and this scanner. There's something about a hurricane and this scanner, guys. I don't know what it is, but it seems like there's something going on. There's something going on. Well, guys, that's what I have for you today. Thank you for participating on this live. AL, FPL, and the others. It was a pleasure talking to you guys and going through this. I guess we'll come up with another live. If you guys have any ideas, and you want me to talk about some things, please let me know in the comment section below. I appreciate your viewership. Stay safe and see you on the